What's up everyone, nethervvoid here with another game for you. This isn't a new game at all. I've actually played it on my Let's Play channel. It came out in 2013. It's called Game Dev Tycoon. It's pretty cool. It's basically it's a computer dev simulator in a sense. Video game dev studio, or simulator. So I actually am going to start a new game because I tried to do a bunch of... I've already actually recorded 5 episodes of this and screwed it up and had to relearn how to play the game and stuff. So I'm just going to throw all that away because I had to start over anyway. And so we're doing episode 1 here. We're going to skip the tutorial. It's a business simulator where you make video games. Also, there's going to be a couple links in the video description as far as I'm going to be referencing some information while I play this. Different game... It's kind of cheating, but not really. You'll see when I start playing and why you kind of need to know the information. So we're going to go with Vvoid Studios. And I hope I spell it correctly here. And nethervvoid, obviously. Sweet. And that's not the hairstyle I like. Where is it? That hairstyle. Nope. That hairstyle with this shirt. Okay. So we'll just do it here. That's fine. So the way this works is you start out in your garage. You're just a regular dude developing video games. I'm going to stop it because actual time is running right now. And you start out in your garage developing video games. Just made a brand new company. It's 1980. And let's see what happens. It's year 1, which is 1980. Month 1, January, obviously. Week 2. So, and then each one of these ticks is like part of a week. So it's like a few days. Start out with $70,000. We have no project. We're going to develop a new game. So let's do that real quick. We're going to call this one, so you get to name your game. We're going to call this one, I don't know, how about Knights Rampage? So this is going to be, these are all the topics I have so far. It's going to be a medieval strategy game, Knights Rampage. So I'm using a link that is in the video description to show me basically what are good combinations of games, because while you can screw around and try to figure it out, I don't think it's that great of an idea, because if you start losing money, it's like really hard to kind of get out of the hole you've dug yourself into. So I want to make sure that what I'm doing is good across the board. So I'm going to pick, in 1980, the only things that are available here are the Commodore 64, G64 in this game, and the PC. So since the G64 has more market share, I'm going to go with that, even though it does cost $20K to market, or to develop with it. And that's going to start me out at $25K development costs here. So let's start. So I want 2D graphics, not text. That adds $10K. So I'm going to start developing. Now you can see I'm developing Knights Rampage here, medieval strategy, okay? So design and technology are the two things that tell you how good a game is. In each different type of game, some of them lean more on design and some lean more on technology. So as you develop games, you use these sliders to tell the basically it's how much time you're going to spend on each one of these areas here. Then there are 3 different areas of game development. This is stage 1. I'm going to go with strategy game. There's also something that tells you kind of what the slider should be again, because I'll show you why it's kind of weird. Let's do engine a little bit, gameplay, stories and quests pretty much non-existent. So let's go with that. So now I'm going to start coding. You can see the bubbles start bubbling up here. That's pretty decent so far. Actually, that's really good so far. 5 and a 3, and I have 2 more development stages left. So you also have research points here, which you use to research new type, like joystick and different new things that are going to be coming out over time in the game industry. You also use them to train your character, which I'll show you later. We won't get into any training for a while. You can also have bugs. You have to work those out before you release the software. So this is the second stage. We got dialogues, which should be pretty much none, and then level design and AI, about like that. So again, I'm going to start developing. Scratching your head just wastes time. And you can see it's ticking down $8K per month for cost to keep my business open, basically. Artificial intelligence is what I'm coding. It gets done. Third stage. So now I can add special features. Like I don't think I can take this off. I can take that one off, because the graphics you can't take off. But this actually enhances my game. So I can take it off for cheaper, but I should just leave it on. It'll enhance my game. So for strategy, and this is the weird part, world design all the way up, sound level and sound about here, and then graphics none, pretty much. Which, to me, no game should have, like, you should care about graphics always. I don't understand why you would just not care about graphics and work on sound, but that's how strategy games work in this game. So having this extra basic sound piece in is going to amplify whatever I'm going to get from this piece right here. If this was all the way down, I would get less out of that. So let's put it back up. This is the third phase of development for my very first game, Knights Rampage. Put comments in the comment section for what kind of games you might want to see me make and what they're called. I will be doing sequels. You can see I'm working out bugs right there. Also, you can wait a little bit extra. Sometimes you'll get a couple extra bubbles here. You can see tech bubble and a design bubble. That's a really good score for my first game. I'm going to finish it because I'm really running out of cash here. So left click to speed it up. Good. New combo, new topic, new combo. So I've never done a medieval, and it's a new combo for me, medieval strategy. And also, it's a great combination. The game just kind of, it's by default, the game is locked in with what it thinks are great combinations. That gave me a 60% bonus on all this experience gain here. So I'm getting better at all these different areas of game design, and I started to level here. Pretty cool. So I can trash the game, I won't do that. Or I can release it. Let's go ahead and release it. I just released it. So reviews come in. Basically, this is how well you combined the two different, the topic and the genre, and then also how well you picked the sliders for that particular genre. The newer version of the game, if you download it off Steam, you can get it for $10. It's a slightly different setup than the links I'm going to show you. Actually, it's a little out of whack with the links, but I'm on an earlier version, and I don't have a Steam version of this, so getting the update is kind of a painful process. So I'm on 1.31, I think. So that's decent. When you develop your first couple of games, they're not going to get very good scores. That's an okay score. So right away, I'm going to wait. Well, I'm going to wait for, I'm a newcomer in the game industry. He's just released their first game, Knights Rampage. The game received favorable reviews. With such a good start, Vvoid Studios are sure to gain fans quickly. So I'm selling units here every week. Actually, that's monthly right there. So the first week, oh yeah, that is 1 week. So I sold 4,300 units in the first week, made it to the charts at number 31. Nice. And you can see I have money coming in now that just gave me 30K and 15 fans. What fans do is help you hype your game, and they'll buy games that you release, almost like regardless. So you want to kind of build those guys up. Now I'm going to start developing a new game. I'm going to wait for 1 more week so the money comes in here. There, now I can develop a new game. Let's look at research. So there's 2 things I can research. For 10 research points, I can get a new topic. Or for 50, I can get the knowledge on how to create a custom game engine. Custom game engines are very important in this game. You can build your games on top of the custom engines. It makes them much better. You get a lot more bubbles in design and technology. And so it's good. I'm going to save my research points until I have 50. I also didn't tell you about design. Oh, we're not starting the research. I also didn't tell you about design and tech. This is basically like world design, level or world layout, stories and quests, things like that are design. Technology stuff like level layout, AI, things like that are technology. So that's one way to know what it is. So let's do a sports. Well, let's maybe not do that because we're going to release on the computer, right? We want an adventure. Adventure or a strategy, or we can do simulation if we pick PC. Let's do, I think a space adventure game would be good. Let's do a space, no. Space simulator. But I don't want to do that. What about medieval adventure game? That seems like it'll work. Yes, medieval adventure game. Let's call this Wizards Folly. Sweet. G64 as last time. Now I think that's going to give me more fans, I think is what that does. 2D graphics. So you usually get a couple bubbles when you very first start. as you gain more, you can actually gain team members and get a larger office and stuff when you have some hit games and everything as you build up your cash. And you have to manage your staff. It's pretty cool. This is a really fun game. So Adventure, let's see. Adventure looks more like this. Again, this is the old way to do it. It might not look this way anymore. Stories and quests off. So engine mainly and gameplay. So we're going to start developing in the first stage. Company's sales record with over 10K units sold. It's an important milestone in the history of Void Studios. Pretty nice. Still gaining fans each week. Money's coming in pretty good here. So we want no dialogues, level design a little bit lower because we want major AI. We want to make sure the monsters are really hard to beat and they're fun. So Wizard's Folly, great new action adventure game. No, it's a medieval adventure game. Okay, so we're going to go with world design pretty much off, graphics insane, and then sound where it's at. Let's try that. Looks good so far, looking good. Some of the these types, let's work the bugs out. Some of these games, I kind of already know how to build them, but some of them, like I just showed you the strategy one with graphics turned all the way down. I would never produce a game with graphics turned all the way down. And in fact, in the old school version like this, it's the only game style where you turn the graphics all the way down. So, 100,000 in sales, nice. So we'll wait, more bugs. Then maybe get a couple more bubbles here. We're done. So I'm going to need one more game. No, I didn't get any new records. New combo, great combo, but not a new topic. So only a 40% bonus this time. Release the game. And we're going to go ahead and develop one right away because we need to make sure we keep these suckers pumping out. Why don't we go with a simulator? So let's see what is good with simulators. Sports simulator? That could be good. Yes, sports simulator. Let's call this one coach. No, let's call it head coach. You basically have to build a team. We're going to make this a football team. That way you have a defensive coordinator and an offensive coordinator. There's a lot of stuff to do in this simulation, so it's a pretty complicated game. We're going to go with the PC because G64 fans don't really like simulators as much. And it'll keep our costs down. That will be nice. Head coach. Here we go. Let's develop head coach. So for simulator, let's see. G64 steadily outselling the competitors. So it also teaches you the history of gaming, kind of, when the consoles came out and stuff like that. So it's kind of neat to watch that. It does a little bit too much as far as I'm concerned. But it's still kind of cool. What? See, sometimes this happens. I followed the design, but really what it was is I got a really low score with my bubbles. So I don't think this is correct anymore, even for me. So that's going to suck. I'm going to get no money coming in off that, really. Sometimes if you don't wait long enough to, well... So simulators should look like this. Again, the last one was not correct. What was that? An action? It's hard in the beginning. Sometimes it could be hard. You just get weird flops in the beginning, too. So, I don't know. What can you do, you know? Yep, that looks good, actually. Hopefully this isn't a flop. And now I have enough research to get... I really need a new game engine is what I need. I think you have potential. I'm in the contract. So, contract work. You can do contracts which are not game development. There's something that can get you some quick cash and a few research points if you just have some people sitting around and stuff like that. And that's exactly... Oh, you know... No, that's weird. This is almost exact same as action. See, I think maybe that graph is wrong. Come on, stop scratching your head, man. You're just costing me money here. That's a really, really low score for a game. I don't even know how I got such a low score, but it is what it is. One thing I've kind of noticed, if you develop games too quickly after another one, it seems to give you lower scores. I don't know why. Nintendo is coming out. It's gonna be sweet. So, I think that's good. I really need to develop... I really need this game... Oh, good. New record. I need this game... Great combo. That's awesome. I really need this game to sell well because I need about 120k for my engine. So I'm leveling in a few different areas here. I also leveled up. That's awesome. That means I'll be better at games. Let's wait for this thing to start because I need the money. Wizard's Folly. Yeah, it was horrible. Let's look at game history, though. It lost us cash. 14k. That's a really low score. Jeez. Let's see what head coach gets us. Reviews are in for head coach. That's much more like it. An 8. Perfect. 7. Okay, so this will at least sell well. We just really need the money coming in. We need to research points, but now we just need money. There we go. 7.5. So wait for the cash to roll in. We're going to need a couple weeks of cash probably off this one. Nice. 5.2k sales in the first week. One more week of cash should do it. Well, one more week. Else is going to break the bank. Alright, here we go. Oh, we need to do the research. What am I thinking? So while you're doing research, you really can't do anything else. I should have done that right when the game was released. Okay, confirm rumors that the Nintendo is coming out. It's funny that the Atari isn't out. The Atari was out in 1980. I don't know why it's not in the game. Maybe because it would have kind of confused everyone. Probably that's why. Because the reason they start out with not a lot of choices for platform is because some platforms have specific audiences that they want. You know, like PC is more mature audiences, and Game Boy is like young audiences, stuff like that. Okay, so now let's create a custom engine. So we're going to call this the Vvoid Engine 1. So we want all these upgrades: 2D graphics, mono sound, linear story, save game. Now, usually you have to research to get these new types of engine, these new engine module types. But for now, they just gave them to me because it would have took way too long to research them and it would have cost too much. So this will be available now when I create games with this engine. So let's create the engine. Obviously, you can see why that's going to get me a lot better game bubbles, right? Design and technology, because I have all those extra features basically giving me bonuses. Head Coach is now off the market. It sold 15,000 units, 110k in sales. That's great. So I'm also going to get research here. I'm going to go in the hole probably because that second game crapped out on me, which means I will have to almost borrow to make a new game. Yeah, see, I won't be in the hole maybe by the time this is done. I can start a game and I'll be in the red. So there we go. Void Engine 1 is now complete. Let's develop a new game before I go in the red. So this one's going to be called... Really, I should have researched a new topic, but let's see what we have here. Let's go with... I don't know, we need to look at this. We could do a medieval action game, but I'm not very good at action games, or was it adventure? Let's do a medieval action, or not military. I haven't done space yet. Let's do a space action game. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Space action game. Just clicked it. Why isn't it working? Space action game or adventure is actually better, but I thought adventure was kind of getting me screwed up here. Yeah, that doesn't work. We're gonna go with space action. We're gonna go with the G64 and the Vvoid Engine 1. We're gonna call this space action, huh? We're gonna call this... We could call it Mega Man. How about Metroid? No, I want to develop our own games. No copies. Let's see. Space action. We could call it the Void Star. No, we'll call it Dead Star. No, Dead Star will be like our RPG spin-off. Okay, here we go. This should net us, and it's going to be very costly. We're going to go right into red. Really an upgraded graphics system here. We're in the red. We might have to start over already just because of that stupid piece of crap. See, we got some extra stuff here. This is an action game, right? So we want engine off the charts. We want some graphics. And then story and quests, we don't really care. Bank accounts in the red. Yeah, they're going to loan me some money. So we're going to already be into loans. And really what it is that stupid second game for some really agree. They're going to have to make me pay back 200k now. But maybe this will be like a huge game for me. So we want just like that. I don't know what happened with that other game. Came out as a 1. That hardly ever happens. Usually you screw up the sliders really bad when that happens. So you can see my scores are already pretty high. Let's go with mono sound. That looks good. Tech should be pretty high on this one. Nintendo is out. New research available. Gamepad. So this is a huge game already. Look at this thing. It's almost twice the tech and design as I've ever had. Let's work all the bugs out. Let's wait a second. Release. So it should be double new record, new topic, new combo, great combo. That's awesome. See, I have 2D graphics now, version 2, so obviously these are going to level on their own. And I'm working up to level 3. So we'll release that game. Joystick's now available. We're not going to do any research because probably should develop a new game. Reviews are in. I wonder if it's when you develop a new game before reviews come in for your new game. That's it? It's got a brand new set of graphics and everything. Oh well, let's do another game. I'm going to research a new topic. I want RPG. Or no, fantasy. And RPG. So that's not bad. 7.5. Let's do some research. Let's do new topic, fantasy. I think they already do have RPGs, don't they? So we're going to do a new game. This is going to be, because fantasy RPG is really my wheelhouse for this game. So we're going to make a cool game. Wow, that's a lot of units, actually. It's doing really well. It's not rank 9, that's good. I don't know what we're going to call it yet. Surprise hit with players. Nice. So, almost done. Done. Alright, so let's do a new game. We're going to do a fantasy RPG. We're going to call it... what could we call this thing? Dragonborn. Dragonborn, new fantasy RPG by Vvoid Studios. See, there's the Super Nintendo, or there's the Nintendo. So, you also have to pay 80k to start producing games on this thing. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to go with the good old... let's go with a PC. It's cheaper. Kind of need the 15k, don't we? G64. And with the new Void Engine 1, Dragonborn, coming at ya. So I know how to make RPGs. Watch this. So RPG looks like that. Pretty much. So let's go with that. We already have linear story and save game. It's looking good already. Looking good. So dialogues, AI, who cares? Level design, maybe like that. Don't scratch your head, bro. Costing us money. Come on. Scratch his head for like a month. Did you see that? Nobody scratches their head for a month. Dragonborn, fantasy RPG. It's going to be awesome. So world design obviously off the charts. Graphics should be good and sound can be pitiful. I think that's how we should have it right there. Void Star's now off the market. Wow, 38,000 cop units and 266,000 in sales. Good. Look how much money we have, and this Dragonborn's not even out yet. So I like to do a lot of sequels. So we'll be doing sequels to these games that we're producing, and we'll try to pick up that game that went in the dump for us. That was pretty sad. Come on. A couple more bubbles here. Not a bug. Okay, there we go. We should get, yeah, I thought there was going to be new record design. So new topic, new combo, great combo. Leveling up really good. That helps us make better games as well. So while we're doing that, we're going to do some research on these new gameplay types. So we can add... we're going to build a new engine very soon. Dragonborn. Reviews are in. Okay, well, you'd think it would be better, but that's okay. This is not doing as good as I thought it might. Come on, 8. Oh, there we go, 8. So what you really want is there's going to be a game where you get like 10, 10, 9, 10. And that's going to be a game that's going to skyrocket me into the heavens as far as money and stuff. So that's decent. It's going to make me some cash. Massive success. Sales numbers are in. So let me go look at what games are good to make on that thing. Mostly casual games, which we don't have yet. Nothing else really... Can't really make anything else good on that thing. Nice. Dragonborn's doing okay. We're getting cash is what we need. Gamepad. Okay, so let's do research now on the joystick. Cost us 20k, so... And then I think... Played it for days. That's what I'm talking about. And then I think we'll do... I don't know. I don't want to spend all my research points. Might need another new topic. It's really good to keep doing new combinations and new topics because it gets you a lot of boost, a big boost in your XP gain and your research bubbles. You actually get like 40 or 50% more research bubbles when you're developing a game with a new topic and a new combo we've never done before. 3 months time. Yeah, no problem. We can afford it. Joystick. Okay, so if we look at research, we can get a new topic. Sci-fi would be good. UFO, I've never had that. So let's get sci-fi because I think sci-fi has a lot of different combinations. So we'll get that, and then we're gonna develop another game after that. Probably should just do a new engine, but it's gonna be 150. So why don't we do one more new game and then we'll do an engine. Let's develop something with that. We're going to go with sci-fi strategy game. No, not simulation. Strategy on G64. We're going to call this one... Emperor... Wait, Emperor of the Stars. Nice. Okay, Emperor of the Stars on the Void Engine 1, of course. We need a new engine soon. That doesn't seem right. Let me check the spelling of that. If it is, that word's weird. Emperor. That's why. This is backward. There we go. Emperor of the Stars. Sci-fi strategy. So... let's see. We want something like this. Graphics off the charts. Story quests. We don't care about you. We're making a strategy game. Dragonborn's now off the market. 36,000 units sold. 253,000 in sales. Nice. So even after we started this game, we still have enough to pay back our loan. Also create a market for specialized games. Some platforms become more popular with younger gamers, while others cater to the more mature age groups. That's good. That means now we can make games specifically for kids and stuff like that. Target audience. We'll do the research for that after this, but I think we're going to be doing an engine next. So strategy, we don't care about dialogues. We want level design to be awesome. And we want AI to be pretty good. Something like that. Because we want it to be pretty hard to beat the computer. We don't want it to be too easy. Okay, world design, we want to leave it up. Again, this is one where it's weird graphics or crap, but sound is good. I don't get it. I need to look at that other strategy game we did, because I think that was a simulator, wasn't it? I think the simulator one's wrong. But I don't know, because I've done another simulator in my other game, and it was fine. The Vina, another... Okay, so the Sega's coming out. Yeah, so see, okay, they deducted the money. Now we're back to 41. Let's get a couple more bubbles, hopefully, and then see if we can release this bad boy. That's good. So one time, that does happen where I hit finish, and there's a bug that pops out. It sucks. New topic, new combo, great combo, awesome. Sci-fi strategy. That's really helping me level. I want to get to level 3 soon. So let's do some... Oh, okay, reviews are in. We need a new engine. Enjoyable. Well, again, we need another engine. Once we get the next engine, we should have some hit games here. I really don't want to go into the next office too early, because there's going to be a lot of research coming out when I hit level 3 and stuff like that, and I want to be able to do it while I have low expenses. So what's that? 7.25, I think. That's decent. Let's do some research real fast. Target audience. Nah, that costs too much. We'll wait for this thing to start selling, and then we're gonna build a new engine. So this engine's gonna be about 150, I think. Sega. Put in the comment section if you liked Nintendo or Sega. Which one did you like better? Well, I'm not gonna tell you what well, new research available. Mouse. Let's do that. We might as well add it to our. Might as well add that to our new engine. Our new engine's gonna be beast. We need about 150 or 160 to make it. We might need to make one more game. I think we can make it right now, actually. I don't want to go in the hole again. We're gonna make one more game. So that's gonna do it for the first episode of this series. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna save right now. Let me know what you guys think, and if you liked Nintendo or Sega when it came out, if you remember that, or even now, do you like Nintendo? Well, obviously people are gonna say Nintendo because Sega's pretty much dead. But well, I guess for now, do you like Xbox or PlayStation? That might be one that you can say now, and I'll tell you in the next episode which one I like out of the early Nintendo and Sega, and out of the PlayStation and Xbox, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Now I'll tell you which one I like. So, as always, everyone, stay frosty.